Welcome back to Daybreak. It's about 7:33 right now. Monday marks the start of World Breastfeeding Week 2011. Those celebrating will focus on the theme Talk to Me Breastfeeding, a 3D experience. Joining me now with more on the Cayman Islands Breastfeeding Support Group are Simone Sheehan, right over there. She's a nutritionist, as well as Abigail Parchment, who is a nurse practitioner and lactation consultant. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Tammy.
Thank you for being here with us. Now we're talking about a very important topic, breastfeeding, something that a lot of us as mothers have struggled with. Tell me why the need to have a week dedicated to breastfeeding.
Well, breastfeeding isn't as natural as it used to be. The whole culture of breastfeeding seems to have gone away. Back in the baby boomer times when formula was being pushed, breastfeeding got kind of put on the back burner, and so we find that we have to really promote it to make people more aware of how natural it is, how normal it is for babies to be breastfed, and how it's the best start in life.
Ms. Sheehan, as a nutritionist, explain to me the difference between formula and breast milk.
Well, formula really is a poor second choice next to breast milk, because while manufacturers of formula do their very best and endeavour to get as close to breast milk as they can, it really couldn't ever happen, because breast milk has some very unique qualities that you just could never replicate in a laboratory. Some of the immunological benefits, and we know the long chain and special types of fats that you get in breast milk and so on that are very beneficial for brain and eye development in the infant. Reducing breastfed babies have a lower rate of asthma and upper respiratory problems, gut problems, allergies, that type of thing. So no formula could ever really offer that type of benefits.
But isn't it funny, haven't you noticed on the formula cans, it's like now just like breast milk, or has this breast milk protein, as if, you know, they have some corner on the market or something. But
You're saying that's false advertising?
yeah, because they can never keep up. You know, they can never figure out exactly what's in breast milk.
You can't get more natural.
No.
Let's say that. But let's also be frank this morning. It's not easy. As a mother myself, I know that when I had my daughter, it was very difficult for me in the beginning. I stuck with it because I had people around me who helped me. I ended up nursing her for a year, but it was very, very difficult, particularly in the first 2 months. And this is a story that I've heard repeatedly from other mothers. It's not that easy. We think it's natural, but really and truly it is a learned experience for both mother and child.
Yeah, and congrats to you for keeping up and persevering. And, you know, it did turn into a good experience, as you said, but yes, a lot of mothers have challenges in the early days because, again, you've lost that community. You don't see your mum and your aunties and everybody breastfeeding. So it's almost like you have to learn it, as you said. And that's where the support comes in, because we have documented evidence that with support, more mums persevere and have a good breastfeeding experience and breastfeed for longer than those who don't get the support.
And tell me about the benefits to mothers and children when it comes to breastfeeding.
There are so many benefits to breastfeeding, both for mum and baby. For the baby, obviously, we have, as we mentioned before, we know breastfed babies have higher IQs. We know that they have lower rates of obesity and chronic diseases in adult life, which is extremely relevant in this current global world issues with obesity and all the health-related problems with that. For mom, you get your figure back faster, and you lose some of that extra weight that you may put on in your pregnancy, which is very beneficial. Otherwise, you've got to go and spend hours in the gym to achieve the same results. You know, it's economically, it makes perfect sense because breast milk is free, as opposed to the cost of formula, bottles, sterilising, and all the effort and trouble, plus the risk of introducing germs and contamination with all of that process as well. Whereas with breast milk, it's available 24/7, always at the right temperature, and perfectly suited for the baby because it's species specific. So obviously human breast milk is ideal for human infants.
And it comes in nice packaging too.
I like the free part, I'll tell you. That was my driving force to help me stay with it. But what do we say to those who say it's my choice and my baby's thriving well on formula, and we come back to that difficulty again? What do we say to people who have that concern, if you will, that they just can't do it?
Well, ultimately the parents are responsible for the welfare of the child, and so it is their choice. But as professionals who understand how important breast milk is, it's up to us to advocate for the baby who can't speak for themselves and to educate the parents about the benefits and the drawbacks of formula, if you will, to make sure that they understand and that they're making an informed decision, and also to let them know that there is support out there for those challenges that they may face.
And speaking of support, we're looking at information right now for next week's information on World Breastfeeding Week. Just tell us exactly what we can expect next week.
On Monday, the start of the World Breastfeeding Week, we have an official ceremony at the Cayman Islands Hospital just at the front at 5 o'clock. It's going to be a brief ceremony. The Honourable Minister of Health will be there to address us. And then we'll just have a little social event afterwards where people can meet the support group volunteers and just chat and have some refreshments with them. And then we'll have that booth open all week at the front of the hospital. And on Sunday, the 7th, we'll have a special family fun day at the Dart Park from 2 to 5. So everyone is invited to come out and join us.
And generally, support for new mothers?
New mothers, if you've been breastfeeding for 2 years and you've developed some new problems, that's, you know, you can always contact the support group as well. So come out and meet us so that you can know who it is that you're going to get help from.
No need to feel alone, right?
That's right.
Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Very much appreciated. It's been very informative. When we come back, Eclipse Hair Design and Day Spa has a solution for men who want to get rid of their greys. Beautiful You is next.